There are a lot of fun questions left to be answered during the NFL draft. Here are some fun storylines. Number one is this. I warned you guys. I told you. I said, hey, a Deebo Samuel trade is on the table. Could very well happen. Came out today, a couple of minutes ago. Apparently, Deebo Samuel has officially requested a trade from the 49ers. I think this is a top storyline in the NFL draft. We could see someone make a move and go trade for Deebo Samuel. And then the same thing we saw with Tyreek Hill. They trade for him. They give him a new contract. And the 49ers get a good player and a draft pick in return for Deebo Samuel. I think that's very possible. That's on the table. Another fun storyline. How many quarterbacks are going to get drafted in the first round, and in what order? I think for a long time, I've been anticipating that Malik Willis would be the first quarterback off the draft board. I look at what's possible, and I go, I think Matt Corral to Seattle's very compelling, and I just think it's a good fit there. I think Malik Willis, even though he's very talented, is a better fit later in the draft with the Pittsburgh Steelers. So how many guys will be drafted in the first round at the quarterback position and in what order? That's very interesting. Can't wait to find out. Will the Jacksonville Jaguars draft Aiden Hutchinson, number 1 overall? I don't love that pick. I know that's controversial. I would be tempted even to trade down because he's not Myles Garrett. He's not Von Miller. He's not even Jadeveon Clowney when I watch film of Aiden Hutchinson. And everyone believes he's a number 1 overall pick. I'm told to believe he's the number 1 pick. And I go, if I'm using my number 1 overall pick, I'm getting a guy who's surefire, like incredible. And I don't know that's Aiden Hutchinson. Keep your eye on that. I don't know what's going to happen there. But when you compare other former defensive ends that were drafted number 1 overall, I don't think Aiden Hutchinson compares to them. And I go, all right, yeah, Myles Garrett was incredible, like amazing. Aiden Hutchinson is really good, reliable, good leader, good dude. You can trust him. You depend on him. Is he the number 1 overall pick? Really? Maybe I'm crazy, but I go like, we'll see what the Jaguars do. I think they probably do draft him just due to the pressure and, you can't, if there's a consensus guy and you don't pick him and he does really well, you look like a massive idiot. So maybe I can say it and they can't actually act it out, but I'm like, are they really going to draft Aiden Hutchinson number 1 overall? Seattle has a number 9 overall pick. It's their first pick of a rebuild. What is Seattle going to do? Quarterback, build their football team, build their offensive line. I have no idea what Seattle's going to do. Sauce Gardner maybe? I don't know. Keep your eye on that. What's Seattle going to do number 9 overall? The Lions have the number 2 overall pick. Are they going to draft a quarterback? Or are they going to build around the quarterback they already have, Jared Goff, who, by the way, they're paying a lot of money still currently? I want to see the Lions build around Jared Goff and draft an impact player, somebody who can make their football team better immediately, not a guy like Malik Willis who's going to sit on the bench and not play for a while. Carolina has the number 6 pick. Atlanta has the number 8 pick. Both of them could go get a quarterback. I hope they don't. I want to see them draft a non-quarterback who can start for them right away. Both teams need a lot of players, and quarterback is an issue. Yeah, they need to deal with eventually, but right now, if both Atlanta and Carolina have bad rosters and need a lot of help everywhere, get a player who's a surefire starter next year for your football team. What receiver will the Green Bay Packers draft in the first round? I have no idea. Who's going to be available? I don't know. They have 2 first-round picks. I'm very excited about that. In fact, 7 teams have 2 first-round picks in this year's NFL draft. A very weird, rare occurrence. You have the Lions with the number 2 and the number 32 overall pick. The Saints have the number 16 and number 19 overall pick. The Jets have a massive opportunity. The New York Jets have 2 top 10 picks, the number 4 overall pick and the number 10 overall pick. Houston, the number 3 pick and the number 13 overall pick. Philadelphia, number 15 overall and number 18 overall, 2 first-round picks. The Green Bay Packers, number 22 overall and number 28 overall. One of them better be a receiver for Green Bay, or else I am going to just, I don't want to say it. I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm going to be furious and incredulous and not understand what they're doing at all in Green Bay if they somehow don't draft a receiver in the first round this year. Kansas City has something pretty rare. They have back-to-back first-round picks. They got the number 29 overall pick and the number 30 overall pick. That's pretty weird and unique. We'll see if they trade them together and make a package. I have no idea what Kansas City is going to do. Maybe they just draft 2 players back-to-back. That'd be really interesting. Will Baker Mayfield be traded during the draft is another question we need to ask. What's going to happen with him? Does anybody even want him? He's a lot more expensive than a rookie quarterback on a rookie contract. We'll see what happens there. Where will Evan Neal go? The top left tackle. How about the top corner, Sauce Gardner? Another guy who's really good at corner, Derek Stingley. I think the NFL views him as not as good as Sauce Gardner. He took some time off. He's coming back. We'll see what happens with him. Now, there's a lot of receiver talent. Garrett Wilson, Chris Olave, Drake London, Treylon Burks, Jamison Williams, Jahan Dotson, George Pickens. How many receivers are going to get drafted in the first round? I wonder. And then in what order? It's very similar to the quarterback position where I'm like, I'm not sure how the NFL views these guys. They all have different skill sets, and I'm very interested. Who's going to go where? I can't wait to find out. The receiver is going to be really interesting and really deep this year. I think the Jets, the Saints, the Packers, and Philadelphia, at least, they're all in the receiver market, let alone other people who could make a move and go get a quarterback. So what order will they get picked? These are all things I am very, very excited to see how they play out on draft night. The draft is going to be incredible, and these are things I am looking forward to finding out during the NFL draft.